Macmillan Audio presents A Terrible Beauty by Tasha Alexander. Read for you by Bianca Amato.
For my father, who when I was little told me a Greek myth every morning on the way to school, instilling in me forever a love of all things classical. For my mother, who combines Aphrodite's beauty with Athena's wisdom. Ah, no wonder the men of Troy and Argives under arms have suffered years of agony all for her, for such a woman. Beauty, terrible beauty. The Iliad, Homer, translated by Robert Fagles. Prologue, London, December 1888. I looked at the profusion of mourning jewellery spread across my dressing table and sighed. A commotion coming from the corridor warned me of my mother's approach, so I selected a cameo brooch and a pair of small dangling earrings. "Please remove the rest, Meg," I said to my maid, who was hovering behind me. "If Mother had her way, I'd be wearing all the jet in Whitby." "Has Miss Cavendish arrived?" "She has, madam, but I'm afraid Lady Bromley won't let her come up," Meg said. "She doesn't want you to be further upset." "You can assure her I'm not in any danger of becoming more upset." I pressed my lips together and leaned toward the mirror in order to better fasten the earrings into place. Had my mother even the slightest awareness of anything beyond her own thoughts, she would have noticed that I was less upset than I ought to have been. Indeed, I should have been traumatized. Only a few months ago I had been a bride. Now I was a widow. Swathed in crape, my handsome young husband having died on safari in Africa. A pain shot through my head, and I rubbed my temples. He had been handsome, hadn't he? The door to the room opened, and my mother bustled in, a vision of morning perfection. If anyone might have been able to coax jet into sparkling, it was Lady Catherine Bromley. "We must leave for the church almost at once. Why are you not yet ready?" "I want to see Ivy. Please let her come up," I said. "Your friend has no business upsetting you," my mother replied. "I sent her home. You will see her after we return from the cemetery." She stopped and scowled at me. "Have you been crying?" "No." I clipped the brooch onto my bodice. "Very good. I realise that a widow, especially one so young as you, is often unable to avoid showing signs of tender emotions on the occasion of her husband's death." She frowned and picked up the bonnet she had selected for me to wear. "One must maintain one's dignity at a funeral. Weeping would be unseemly." "There is no danger I shall weep," I said. "I have never been more proud of you, Emily," she said. "Well, perhaps on your wedding day. But I always thought you could do better than a viscount. You should have had a duke." This was the closest my mother had come to complimenting me in as long as I could remember. She motioned for me to stand, which I did. She didn't attempt to hide the fact that she was appraising my appearance, no doubt already considering strategies to get me a duke the second time around, after, of course, an appropriate interval of mourning. Resisting the urge to tell her I would never marry again, I smoothed my skirt and pulled on a pair of black gloves so new I had to fight to get my hands into them. My gown was horrifyingly elegant in its cut, but decorated only with dull jet beads, perfectly capturing the incompatible extremes required by fashionable mourning. I draped a heavy silk-lined mantle around my shoulders, and my mother tied my bonnet under my chin. Its veils reached almost to the floor. "Fortunately, crape hides nearly everything, so you need not fear should a few tears escape," she said. She ought not have worried. I heard hardly a word spoken during the service at St. Margaret's, although I am assured the sermon was particular.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?